What's popping, my people? Isn't it soap? This is Oxlade from Africa, live on K.I.F.
Thanks for coming here.
Thank you for having me.
So you are from Nigeria?
Mm-hmm. Firstly, I was born in the ghetto, like in the slums. So it wasn't like I was part of the elite community right from the jump. I stayed in somewhere called Mushi in Lagos, and you know, they boast hooligans. So me being grounded was because of my family, the kind of family I was born into, and most importantly, my grandma, because she taught me the rudiments of life and everything I know today. So having making it out of there, I hope I'm a living proof for the people over there to know that it's very possible to live life and succeed, even regardless of where you were born.
She actually took you to church when you were a child, and that's where you joined the choir. Is that exact?
Affirmative.
And so this is where you actually learned that you had a great voice and that you wanted to become a superstar, or actually it happened later?
I always knew I was a star. Like, I'm a diva if you
want to use
pay attention, if I want to use the word. But like, knowing it to get this big or global, I never knew. But self-awareness was one of the most important things my grandma taught me. And, you know, she taught me to know who I am. She said, if you know who you are, nobody will tell you what you're not.
But you're also trying to stay grounded, to stay humble. But normally that doesn't go together.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
You as a human should know when to use humility and when to use pride. You are in control of your emotions, and no matter how big you are as a star, you're still human. So, I mean, you should be realistic about how you implement your ego and your humility.
When did you know that it was going to change everything?
So I started making music from the church. I moved to like a cappella group. Okay. And from there, I moved into another group where, you know, we were serenading people. We're doing flash mobs where,
nice.
For proposals, like we're gonna shock the woman in the restaurant, sing to her before the man comes out and opens the ring. So from there, we decided to go to the studio to make music with what we have already. And me encountering the engineer, his name is Alpha Ogini. He made my first demo record, like not necessarily my first demo record, but the demo record that broke me out, because I was recording with different people with my in-house producer, but the demo record that broke me out, he made it, and I was still in the streets when my first breakout happened.
I know, that's impressive. How did you survive during that time?
After school, my family wanted me to do 9 to 5, and I wasn't gonna worry because I pleased them with my certificate. I did everything to make everybody proud. So it was time for me to do what I wanted. So I ran away from the house. Stubborn child. And then I started squatting in my friend's place. I associated myself with the right friends. Like you said, how did I meet people in the industry? How did I meet my team? I started selecting my friends from a very young period of time. So like I was squatting at my producer's house and my video director's house. Now, these guys are my friends before even profession. So it was like easy. The family already knew me, so it was easy for me to shuffle. And then I was selling bus tickets.
I know, that's crazy. Selling foods also.
Yeah, I was a waiter at parties, and I also was working at the cyber cafe. I was selling minutes to people, so it was a hustle. So having to see the song I did not expect break out. So music brought me back into music. It was like music called me. It wasn't like I was ready for it, because where I come from, generally as a businessman, in order to make money, you have to spend money. True. And I didn't have money to invest into my music. So that's why I was even hustling to survive, first of all, not even push music. So music happening for me really gave me the confidence boost. And I was like, yeah, I think it's time for me to take music serious.
The song that you made with, oh my God, with Dave. I'm so happy when I saw that. How did that happen actually?
I just want to chip this in. The same energy you gave Location, give it to Intoxicated. Thanks and God bless. Like, God made it happen because we have a mutual friend. I was looking for Dave for 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, for that song.
Okay.
Half of the year. All through last year, close I was doing bits, but I didn't want to rush the next record. I felt like Intoxicated needed the best storyteller in my generation. And no disrespect to every other MC, but if we're being honest, Dave is special. There's something about him. It's quite young, but he has an old soul. He has an old mind, and I really connected with that, and I really wanted to be his friend. So I linked up with one of my big bros, Wale SDC, and I was just ranting like, oh my God, I've been looking for Dave, man. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. The label were trying their best. Shout out to the label. He just said, oh, Donna One is Dave's friend. Like, I could link you up with Dave's friend, who happens to be my brother too. So like Donna One just said, you know what, I'm gonna give him a call. Dave might not, he's a diva like me too.
That's so funny, two divas together.
he might not like the record, but I'm gonna try my best. He doesn't say yes to everything. He's so picky. That's exactly what I am too. So like it was like I met myself in another body. So Dave took me to a store. He interviews me.
Really?
Yes.
It's like, I'm not making a song with you. I need to speak to you before.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Then he asked me, why do you want me on this song? It was a whole interview, and I respected him differently because I've never really featured much people in my life. I happen to always jump on people's songs, but I can say I've put out only 3 features in my life, and I've been in this game for 6 years. Trust me, I got verses from big UK rappers begging to be on the song.
Really?
But I go for what I want. I'm Taurus. I'm stubborn. I go for what I want. I'm very intentional. So having Dave have the record, she wrote the verse for 2 months.
Yeah, that's what it was him.
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah. And then when it finally came, I understood why
it took so
that
much
long.
Time.
And from the first time he had the interview with me and we linked up, he took me straight to the studio, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, he said, let's go to the church. And the name of the studio is the church. So,
no way.
So I didn't know what he meant, but I was like, all right, cool. I mean, maybe he wants to pray for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so from there, he heard the song and then he told me, don't worry, I'm going to jump on it.
Actually, I think it's a sign, you are coming from the church. And with Dave, you are going back to the church, but another way,
Yeah, I feel you.
Life.
Come on, yeah, straight up. Intoxicated is me singing about my trauma, about heartbreak, a phase of my life that I almost didn't want to remember or sing about. But the best artists really sing about their pain, to be very honest. And I feel like I've embraced that and I put it into music. And it's self-explanatory. Like when you listen to the song, you'd understand what I'm saying. It's a poem also. Like I wrote the song before I even made the song. I have accepted that I need extra hands like songwriters and people around me to always check and balance me. I did this for 6 years alone, and I feel like the new phase I want to get to, if I want to get to my fullest potential, I need the inputs of people. So I called the Kazis, they're my boys. They are a dual band, they're a twin, and then they came in handy and they helped me structure the song.
Is it not difficult after 6 years to just say, okay, now I'm going to open my vibe and just get people in and collaborate?
The fun fact is everybody I work with, including the songwriters, has been friends with me for at least 6 years.
Even them?
Yeah. I work with a community. It's a movement. It's not just, oh, my guy, I want to gain something from you. It's not tit for tat. It's love. It's a love language. It's growth. I grow, they grow. They grow, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm. I love the vibe, actually, of just wanted to support your community. And Burna Boy really wanted also to help you, Wizkid, all the Popkin.
That's my brother. He's on the album.
Oh my God. Okay. You know what? We can stop here. I'm so happy. Popkin, the upcoming album is going to be out. It's September.
September, God's willing. Yeah, September.
So Oxlade from Africa.
I chose every black person from every side of the world. So there's Dave handling the European black Africa. Popkin is handling the Caribbean black Africa. Flavor is handling the Nigerian black Africa.
Okay.
And there is a French superstar handling the French side of Africa.
I was actually going to ask if there would be if it would be a French rapper, but
I don't want to mention the artist because he's so big. Everybody on my album are legends. Now, I'm not taking away from any artist in my category in my set, but it's my first album. I need the pillars of every side. Maybe the next album I'll be working with my boys because I have loads of friends and colleagues, but this time around is a statement. I can't name a song or an album Oxlade from Africa without actually showing that it is Oxlade from Africa.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you for having me. Love.
Do you think that not people from Africa, like Europeans, are doing that same stuff, like the supporting community, or it's different?
I studied history and international relations.
Yeah.
The Roman Empire are where they are today because they were together to conquer different people.
Mm-hmm.
The French Empire are here today because they were together to get what they wanted, to dominate and win. Together we stand stronger, divided we fall. That's just life. Nigeria is a developing country, unlike the Europeans that already have some amenities that we still lack in Nigeria, like constant electricity supply, like there's no free Wi-Fi. You know, there's some things that people don't know, the hardship. So we have to be together for us to be able to overcome these challenges. So this is me putting Africa on the map through my music and making everybody understand that Africa is where it all started from. So this is my side of Africa, because majority of people talk about Afrobeats, and when they talk about Afrobeats, they just mention 3 names.
True.
And I want to make people understand that Africa is bigger than 3 people. Africa has millions of gems in there that you need to come enjoy and discover. So like basically this is my sign of opening the gate for other African legends to come.
Congratulations for like the first album, because oh my God, the name that you have on the first album, it's amazing. Do you realize that?
Thank you so much.
What is the most important value your grandma taught you, and what is the most important value street taught you?
My grandma taught me to always stay grounded, no matter the heights I climb. And the street taught me not to take rejection personal.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, you know, when you level up, they will come back. They always